So today was our first attempt at starting a video podcast. Now, for somebody a lot smarter than us, this might have been a very easy thing to do. But for us, we had some troubles.
I killed my wife with a tire iron.
Why'd you do that?
I hated her. I hated everything she did to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I'd do it again. I'd do it again. I'd do it again.
You would do it. You did it.
I'd do it twice.
Where'd you bury her?
I didn't. I cremated her in my bathtub.
Goodbye.
Screams.
Like you beat her to death
Yeah, I beat her to death. Yeah.
with a tire iron.
With a tire
Well,
iron,
that's all
yeah.
the time we have for today. Thanks so much for listening.
Yip, yip, yip. Hooray! Welcome to the No Experience Podcast, where two dudes sitting just outside of a raccoon garbage fire on a quest to talk about anything and everything. I'm here with my co-host, Omar Abdullah, and today we're talking to Nate Burr. You want to say hello?
Where do babies come from?
Just the stork. So, Nate, this has been a long time coming for us. We had reached out to you a couple weeks ago with the intention of getting you on the podcast, and we are so fucking glad to have you on. What animated you to join in on something so foolish?
November 29th, 2017. Hey, friendo, I have a super cool idea I think you might be interested in. Message me when you get the chance. 2 hours later, I say, yo, what's up? And you say, I have this neat idea for a podcast. I thought you might like a spot since you do the YouTube thing. Keep in mind, November 29th, 2017. It's now 8:49 p.m. This is back and forth. It's been going for like the past 4 hours.
I'm being outed.
I say, hell yeah, what kind of things would be covered? And then you say, it's a music podcast. Basically, the concept for it is called For the Record. Very different. We'd sit down, listen to an album, then comment about songs and have some witty banter. I say that's sick. I'd be down because I was down for anything in 2017. And then, we go back and forth and I say, just let me know when and where and I'll be there. You say, awesome. Mondays and Saturdays are open for me. Same here, my dude. And you say, dope. Want to meet Saturday morning over coffee and kick around some ideas? I say, I will certainly try. That'd be rad. And you say, awesome. I'll be downtown Boise around 10:30. I say, cool. I'll try and be there. Next message, September 12th, 2021. I left you on scene for like 3-4 years, and then you're like, hey, man, you want to do that podcast?
Just goes to show you, I've been full of bad ideas for years, and this is just the first time that a bad idea has come to fruition. So, I've been outed. This is fucking scandalous.
The only reason I'm here is out of guilt. I was reading over that, and I was like, oh.
That's heartbreaking.
I crushed this poor guy's hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just goes to show you, man. I'm incredibly stupid and also incredibly motivated to continue being stupid.
I'm the exact opposite, where I think I'm pretty smart, but I'm so unmotivated.
That is, gosh, man, the mirror opposites, and yet we're both out here doing this podcast together. Just goes to show you, man. Doesn't matter if you're stupid or smart. Everybody will participate in garbage.
That's true.
So Nate, tell us. So we're a little bit interested. You're kind of a freaking Renaissance man. A man of many talents. You do YouTube. Nateislame. If you haven't subscribed, go. It's very good content. It's very quality content. And also you're a musician. And tell us a little bit about it. Tell us about yourself.
So when I was a child, elementary school, I was in the gifted and talented program, where they'd feed me like these, just write a story about it's the human body. Tell us about the Aztecs. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have to do the regular assignments kids did. And the cool thing was there's only like 2 other kids in the gifted talented program. And so I was just showered with nonstop praise. My ego was fed. It was awesome, and everybody was like, oh, Nate's one of the smart kids. And I was like, I am one of the smart kids, you fucking plebeian. but then middle school comes in, and I start adding letters to math, and then you actually have to apply yourself. I'm like, wait, I'm not 11 years old anymore. I have to actually try. It turns out trying is hard, so I just kind of quit doing that, but I still wanted some semblance of positive affirmations in my life. And so one summer, my neighborhood got infested with wasps, and I was like, I'm going to stay inside and copy the odd ones out. And then I did. And then I got 316,000 subscribers and like 16, 17 million views and enough money to pay my rent every month. So I just lay in my bed and cry and go, why aren't I being productive right now? Why aren't I devoting every waking moment of my time to making free content for strangers on the internet who just complain when I don't do anything? And then my parents are like, what have you done today? Why are you not doing anything? And my friends are like, dude, you have this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and chance to make something of yourself and do something that's going to outlive you and leave a legacy. And you're sitting here playing Outer Worlds on the Nintendo Switch. That's not even the best console to play it on. I also do music. I also play ukulele.
Be honest. Did you practice that?
I don't practice anything.
That was a fantastic synopsis of Bo Burnham's Inside. That was a lot. And as a matter of fact, I don't think you know how funny that is that you mentioned ripping off the odd ones out, because we were like talking about like what kind of questions were we going to ask. And my roommate was like jokingly saying, you should hit him with, so you fucking copy the odd ones out. And we were like, we want him to like us ideally. So I don't think we're going to do that, but it is funny that you made the joke for us, saved us all of the effort. And that's why we like having great guests, man. They they do all the jokes for us.
Do you think I go 20 minutes without hearing that odd ones out riff? Or are you guys slapping yourselves on the back, peeing your pants, going, ooh, we're going to hit him with the odd ones out riff? Is that what the thought process is like? Ooh, odd ones out. Oh, we're going to get him. Listen, I've spent the past 4 or 5 years developing a skin for the odd ones out comparisons. I've met the odd ones out. I have been inside of his house. His dog does not like me, and he gave me cereal. I've seen the Jake Paul shrine in his entryway. You think you can hurt me with the odd ones out riff? You can't. Next question.
While we're talking about it, actually, why did the odd one out unfollow you on Twitter?
Listen. He's a super friendly fellow. We get along in real life. I can be pretty boisterous on social media, and I'm not entirely certain if he's comfy. Kind of like a follow is a form of like, what's the term? I'm cool with this. I'm not entirely sure if that's the kind of thing that he wants to be seen as cool with, I guess. And I totally understand. I'm fine. I'm not salty. It's just a little joke, but I am definitely not above riffing on religion or politics, hurting people's feelings. Oh my God, this Mountain Dew is phenomenal. So I'm sure there's a reason why. I don't really lose sleep over it. He's a cool guy. All the best wishes to him. I would unfollow me too.
That was about the most mature justification. I was thinking there was going to be some kind of beef, some kind of secret story, but no, that was very mature. Yeah, I mean, didn't want to be seen as an endorsement of your particular brand of Twitter content. I mean, I don't
endorse my Twitter content.
Okay, so it's very nice to know that you've kind of developed a thick skin about criticism on the internet.
No, just the odd ones out comment. Everything else stings like a bee.
Oh, so if I said anything else,
yeah, I would probably like have a breakdown and cry.
So if I said your hair looked bad, you'd break down over that?
I'd be like, well, shit, I wore the beanie so nobody would notice I didn't do my hair, but he saw right through that. What else can he see through? I'm just doing a terrible job of hiding my insecurities. Am I coming across as insecure? Holy shit. Oh God, I wish I was home right now. Why did I agree to do this? I should have just ghosted him for another 4 years.
Do you think that would have stopped me? I would have come to you in 2025 and been, hey man, I have a great idea for a podcast. It's called Walk and Talk, where we take a walk and we talk.
And in the year 2025, I'd text you back and say, sorry, man, I committed suicide 2 years ago.
By God, dark. All right, Jared.
Why did the other ones not unfollow me?
It's because your aura is so strong, and so look, man, I got nothing for you. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know.
You've got too much of the divine mask.
I am so tired. I am always tired.
All right, Jared, you got your little notepad over there. I imagine you got some questions for our guest here. Go ahead, hit him with the hard hitting content.
Enchant me.
This is my dossier.
It's probably 3 pages. If that. How many notes? I just want a number. How many little like bullet points do you have on Nateislame and Raccoon tour?
The audience should know I did all this dossier like just this morning before I'd head out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. That's
Yes.
about 7 more than I thought you'd get.
Wow.
Just not you specifically, just anyone looking for information, bullet points in general. My famous birthdays page hasn't been updated in like 4 years. There's nothing interesting.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can find online. Actually, fun fact, one of our other interview episodes, I'm not going to say who it was, but apparently you can just find people's party affiliation online, like what they're registered as.
Yeah.
I did not know that before I went looking. And
It better be an interesting party affiliation. If he's a Democrat, I'm going to be like, what is his party affiliation?
I'm not going to say that.
You hype that up and you just drop it? You got to commit to the bit.
No, I'm not going to. It's not a bit. That's private information. Well, I guess it's not private information.
It's
apparently.
not. What's his party affiliation?
This particular person was a Republican.
Shocking. I was expecting something like, oh yeah, he's part of the robots party to end the world and kill babies. He also wants to give every robot a specific puppy killing arm just for killing puppies. Walking down the road, you see a puppy, like, ooh, let me get that. And you like stick it like a little litter stick, you know? Like that. They go home like, honey, look at this puppy kebab. They were out in droves today. And you just like sweep them off of your puppy killing arm.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would pique my interest. I'm like, where do I sign up for that party? Ah, shit, man. I got fired from my job because apparently somebody doxed me and they thought I'm in the robot party.
What does it take to start a political party? What do you need?
5% of the popular vote for federal funding. That's when things really start getting crazy. That's why I voted for Howie in the 2020 election and not Biden. Because I wanted him to get 5%. Biden's going to take it anyway. Idaho hasn't given a single Republican delegate. This is getting boring. Something cool.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about your band, Raccoon Tour? I'm going to admit, every time I say it, I do have to like wind myself back to keep myself from saying Raccoon City.
It's really hard to find anything. I don't know. My friends try to Google us. Like, oh yeah, where are you playing next? I'm going to Google you. And all they get is like Resident Evil fan fiction.
Oh God, that doesn't sound good. Well, let's talk about your band. And in fact, you guys have a show that you're doing on the 9th in Salt Lake, right?
That is correct. Is this going to be out in time for this to be an actual promotional opportunity?
No. Wait, maybe? When is this going to come out?
Ideally, it will. Oh, now I'm getting interviewed. This is fun.
Hold on.
Ideally, this will be out by the 8th. So,
when was the last time you went out with your friends? And did you realize that would be the last time you'd all play together? What games did you play? Did you win? Did you make them worthwhile?
I always win, but that's why they stopped hanging out.
We interviewed your neighbor kid Baxter. He said you were a cheating bastard.
Well, it's 'cause
you also never returned his domino set. Those were very important to his grandma, and you didn't appreciate that.
Well, tell Baxter that if he wants his fucking dominoes back, he can come and get them. He can come and cry them from my cold, dead fucking hands. He thinks.
Yeah, so we're playing a show on October 9th in Salt Lake City, and that's really exciting because we've never played out of state before, and it's kind of like a neat litmus test. Like, okay, how many people will come?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
freaking know. We could play to an audience of like 7 people, and 5 of them are family members, or it will be a really fun happening show, and we won't lose money. We're going to try and fit 8 people into one hotel room. We're all bringing sleeping bags. God, some people are bringing their girlfriends, and good for you, but holy shit, it's going to be cramped as it is, and I don't need you guys macking over there in the corner.
All right. Jesus Christ. So speaking of the band, it seems that your newest album has been postponed given circumstances for quite a while.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about that at all? Is that going to be...
Yeah. So we were supposed to have our album out by 2020. Then some guys in Wuhan, China were like coughing into each other's mouths and stuff like that. Just French kissing everybody. And then some guy who was French kissing other people got on a plane and then just went to every major country in the world. And then they started French kissing everybody. We just had that weird phase at the end of 2019 where we all just French kissed each other. It was cool in the moment, but I think that had some very poor health repercussions because now COVID took over everything. This may be shocking news to some of you. And, so we were supposed to go to New York City and record in New Jersey and stuff like that. But turns out there's a lot of people in New York City, and they also are very fond of French kissing each other. And we were scared that we would go to New York City and then we would French kiss people and then we would get sick. And we were like, you know what? Let's just postpone it for another 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
More memes. You know, that's all we do this for.
Yeah.
It's just memes.
Absolutely. It was called The Denton Weaver, right?
I'm going to tell you a secret. The album doesn't exist. We have nothing. We had a few demos, but we all had it on one single hard drive. And my guitar player, Trey, he was really interested in Hunipop. Do you know what Hunipop is?
Yeah.
It's one of those...
I know what Hunipop is.
Do you know what Hunipop is?
Yeah,
well, the people at home, Hunipop is like a puzzle game. And every time you do a correct puzzle thingy-mabobber, the little anime girl on the side of your screen loses an article of clothing. You keep on going. You keep on going. He was very excited about the Hunipop sequel that was coming out. And so in order to download it, he had to make room on the hard drive. And he unknowingly deleted our only copies of the demo. I mean, not demo. I mean, actual recordings of the Denton Weaver. That's what we're going to do. So essentially, Anime Titties killed the album. And so we have kind of been scrambling. This has just been a big social experiment to see how much hype we can generate for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And it's been a smashing success. Next time you're like, where's the album? I'll just say Anime Titties. Ask Trey.
Jesus. Are there any plans to try it again?
If we feel like it. I don't know. Have you ever made a song? It's hard.
It is.
You gotta rent the place. You gotta drive there. You gotta freaking play instruments. And sometimes you have to do it more than once because you didn't do it perfectly. And there's this one guy who's running the computer. He's like, again, hang on, I gotta go test levels. And you just sit there and twiddle your thumbs and check your phone. And then he does something for like 2 hours on the computer. And then it's just hard.
Yeah.
I'd rather just press autoplay on GarageBand and have that play for me, you know? So yeah, we have a new song coming out October 29th, and then the album is coming out before 2022. It's mixed, it's mastered, it's good. Everyone who's listened to it has very much enjoyed it. I sent it to a few like reviewers just to be like, hey, what would you give this?
Yeah.
Don't post this. Just tell me, what would you give it? I don't want to brag. The lowest score we've gotten is an 8, which is like, hell yeah, that's exciting.
Really?
Dude, I that is the funniest shit I've ever heard. Taking it on faith that you were like, don't post this. Just don't. Stop. Don't post it. You know, he's reaching for the mouse to go fucking drop it on Napster, you know, or fucking LimeWire. And you're just like, no, stop. Like he's a dog, you know, like he's a bad dog. I appreciate your precious optimism.
Anime titties took everything away from me.
God, isn't that always the way it goes? Don't
Yes.
anime titties always steal everything from us?
Yes.
That's really deep. I should write that down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that out loud.
Okay. So let's jump back to your YouTube channel for a second.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I do YouTube.
Yeah.
I haven't uploaded in like 4 months, but yeah, let's talk about my YouTube channel.
Yep.
It's thriving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have over
Too
300,000
many.
subscribers.
It's unfair. Have you seen Scooter Abraham's channel? He's funny as hell. He deserves more. He has like less than 2,000 subscribers. There's something terribly wrong with that. Me with my bullshit, 316,000. Scooter Abraham. That's fucked up. Go stream Joy Runners.
So a quiet endorsement, I suppose, of Scooter Abraham.
It's a loud endorsement.
The loudest of endorsements of Scooter Abraham. Get out there and go watch his content. It's fucking sick.
Well, I wanted to bring something up real
Oh,
quick.
shit. This is where it turns.
Yes. So
She can't prove anything except there was a dog involved.
you'll find out.
No, I won't. There's nothing to find out.
A couple of your most popular videos on your channel have been how to survive X year of high school, right? They have gotten quite a few views. I think the first one, how to survive your freshman year, got over
3.7 million or so?
Yeah, I believe so.
3.5? Too
Now,
many.
you have done freshman year and you have done sophomore year.
Yes.
Now, you have gone on record as saying, and I quote, "If Trump loses, I'll actually make the junior year survival guide." And you also went on record as saying the script for the junior year survival guide is now completed. And there were some more.
That
but-
is also correct. I don't deny that.
So where is it?
Bear in mind, I phrased those very carefully. I didn't provide an actual timeline. I just said this is done and this is done. You're the one filling in blanks, not me. Where is the video? Who's to say? Will it ever see the light of day? Who knows? I didn't make any promises. I just said there's a script written. I've recorded the audio. I've edited the audio. I am currently in the process of editing the ad for that 25 or 30-minute video. It was like an hour's worth of footage that I had to cut through.
Ooh.
It's a long ass video, and in it, I go over sex education. I go over how to commit crimes efficiently and safely. You think this is a joke? I'm telling children, don't steal something over $500 because that's a felony. If you get arrested, do not talk to police. They're there to get a conviction. Just say lawyer, lawyer, lawyer. Plead the fifth. If they make threats, they're bullshitting you. Here's access to where you can find your rights. Also, do your homework and shit. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And then Nate got really into Hunipop, and ever since then.
That was Trey. That was Trey, my guitar player.
Well, yeah, but Trey convinced you, like, you got to try this game. It's Bejeweled plus anime titties. I mean,
I'm the one who introduced him to it, but I don't love it like he does. I just looked. It's just a morbid curiosity.
If you had to give it a score, the game, what would you give it?
6.5. I mean, you could play the game stuff, or you could just Google anime titties. You get the same thing at the end.
Less work.
Yeah.
do you think that there's some satisfaction in working for your anime titties?
I mean, you got to open up the incognito tab. You actually have to type in anime titties. Pardon me. There's some work involved. It's just, you got to ask, am I like wasting my time or am I working for it? And I think the process of finding a nice, safe, quiet space, incognito, you know, and then you got to do that. What if you realized, oh shit, I wasn't in incognito? You got to go into the history tab. You got to tell it, okay, just remove everything I've been looking at for the past 4 hours.
4 fucking hours. Your stamina is incredible. How do you, what's your secret?
Your numbers are rookie shit. I don't suck. That's the difference between you and me.
Well, you see, I do suck, but not in like the not in the like I'm bad way, in the like I love cock way.
I'm talking about anime titties. I'm talking about drawings, illustrations. You are on a very different medium as me. We are not the same.
Jesus.
Oh, this is the best fucking interview I've ever given. Holy shit.
Ugh.
We just met like an hour ago. I know nothing about you people. This is a stranger's house, and I have a very long phallic object pointed in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what the best part of all is? Nate doesn't get to leave.
I'm actually squatting here. This was my choice.
Yeah, Nate has made it abundantly clear to me and to Jared that this is no longer just my apartment. This is now my apartment and also Nate's apartment, rent free.
They have a GameCube.
That is true. I'm something of a man who likes early 2000s gaming. So I have a GameCube over right there. It's yours to play, yours to do whatever you want to.
I don't need your permission. You ever played Hunipop by any chance?
Yeah, I have played Hunipop. It's one of the games I've ever played for sure.
What else can we talk about?
Good question. I've got something right here.
A good question, but is this a good question? We'll judge.
Yeah,
I will rate
we'll find
this
out.
question on a scale of 1 to 10.
All right. Sick. Bet. Okay.
That's not a question. Those are exclamations.
You're right. So at the beginning of the year, you had looked over the New Year's resolutions you had done the previous year, and you seemed, I wouldn't say dejected, but
Jaded,
yeah,
cynical,
yeah,
beaten, heartbroken, miserable, gone through the worst year of my life, even if we didn't have a global pandemic, which we absolutely did. Yeah, those are
yeah, something like
valid
that.
Descriptors I'd use.
Yeah.
All these adjectives and more do describe the situation.
Yes, absolutely. But you
Shit
did
sucked.
make new New Year's resolutions for this year. How have
Yes.
those been going?
Well, let me pull up my Twitter because I don't even remember what my
Oh, I've got them. So the first one was you wanted to release your album.
will happen.
Okay.
Last
you wanted
minute,
to
but yeah.
you wanted to get your own place.
Kind of, I have a roommate, but yeah, I have a place that's not being funded by someone else.
You wanted to have more fun with your channel.
By not uploading, it's been great.
Cry, apparently.
Did I say cry or cry less?
Oh, no. My bad. You wanted to make people cry with Raccoon Tour.
Actually, yes, that did happen. Somebody did cry at one of our shows. That was awesome.
A little bit of Schadenfreude there. I can appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
I can't read this one, so we're gonna skip
Open
it.
up a P.O. box and
Yeah.
write letters. I did not do that. I did write a few letters by hand. It sucks. Texting's a lot better. But yeah, P.O. boxes cost money. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give out my fucking address.
That's why we don't have one.
Take Sundays off. Today's Sunday. So that didn't happen. Donate more money to charity. It was number 7. I realized donating charity costs money. Didn't do that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say I'm good on the ones that I'm stoked about, and a few of those other ones was just kind of give the tweet a heartwarming vibe. But yeah, fuck that other shit.
Yeah,
I don't
just-
need to do that.
I just put that in for aesthetic.
You are allowed to reject your own New Year's if you decide they suck halfway through the year. You know, it's not like I couldn't. I was just like, this blows. You know, P.O. box, letters, donating money to the needy. No.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking need things too, man. Who's going to donate money to me?
I am the needy.
Yeah, who's going to donate money to me and my needs?
You guys should start a Patreon.
That's
We have plans
we
for
have
it.
plans, yeah. We do plan to, but you know, we right now we have a small dedicated group of weirdos that are laughing along with us, and we need to get it into a large dedicated group of weirdos to laugh along with us.
It's just your mom. She watches 2 minutes and then she turns it off just so you can get the view.
Yeah.
But the problem is YouTube will check how long people are watching. So if they're not watching long enough, that affects your ratings, ratings, quote unquote.
Really? Is that what YouTube does? I had no idea. I know nothing about YouTube.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Enlighten me.
Jared, you look like a foolish jackass right now.
No, he just said he knows nothing about YouTube. So
Oh, please give him the rundown. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
so
So what's the next thing?
the more violence, the better.
That's not in their terms of service.
Exactly. It's
Susan will fuck you up.
no. Susan understands. Okay. We have an understanding. And the understanding is that she allows a lot of violence, encourages it. All right. So I got a couple
Next question.
I've got a couple images that I was hoping you could explain for us.
Is this Explain Your Gram from Hot Ones?
Basically, but
Nice.
like Kmart brand, you know?
Okay. So
And
this
it's not
is
from
what-
Instagram. So
Describe this image.
we're probably just going to have our editor
In
put it up,
post.
but I'm going to have you look at it on my phone.
Shit, this is a deep cut. Anybody remember Pillow Private? This is a really deep cut. This is such a deep cut. So, in my 5th grade, we all had writing journals. And we were supposed to do all of our writing assignments in these journals, and everybody would just pull them out for the writing assignments, then put them back. But me, after I was done with like a worksheet or something like that, I would pull out my writing journal and do these fucking comic strips. And I developed my own original characters. I had a strip called G about the Grim Reaper's son, and he goes to this high school in hell and he hangs out with monsters. It was really unfunny. But it was a thing that a 10-year-old did, and that was kind of impressive in and of itself. Pillow pets were really famous, cool at the moment. So I was like, Pillow Private, where he shoots people. That's hilarious. And it just became kind of like the class mascot, where everybody read these comics in my journal. I would just pass it around the room and kids would read these stupid, bloody, violent comics of Pillow Private. And he kind of just became a character, and he went on adventures, and he grew like a canon and lore. I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And you know, it kind of died off a little bit, and I kind of just commemorated him with that little image on my Facebook one day for all my elementary school friends. I was like, do you guys remember these comics I did? That's the story of Pillow Private.
Wow. That is
a deep cut. I've never talked about that publicly until just now, I think.
I might have a slightly deeper cut. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out.
I'm a little scared now. Like, do you remember this? Your nudes leaked. It's like, oh shit.
The girth of your cock and balls. Want to describe that?
So you posted like a little quote unquote glow up at one point, and I just wanted you
This is.
I just wanted you to explain the second image.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I will own that shit. I can feel what you're feeling right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not ashamed. I'm gonna own this.
Don't look at me dude, don't look at me. I got you posted it. This is yours.
I know. I've been doing some big talk, and I could feel you relishing this moment right now. But you know what? It doesn't work on me. I love that image. That was a very good day for me.
Whether or not you're ashamed does not change my relishing of this moment. This is fantastic.
Are you going to explain what?
Well, I am. I just need to, I just need to get the
No,
disclaimer
please go
out of
ahead.
the
I'm
way.
sorry for interrupting.
I believe I was 13 or 14 years old. I was in high school. The Missoula Children's Theater was coming through. I love Missoula Children's Theater. For $5, you get to be a part of a week. You guys start with nothing, and 5 days later, you have a full performance to show off to your parents. It's an amazing feat that these people do, and they introduce a lot of children to some really great opportunities in theater, acting, directing, producing. Nothing crazy, but man, is it fun. And these little scripts are super cute. You get all these fun kids to come out and do this stuff. I was cast as one of the chefs in, I can't remember what play it was, but partway through, we do a little dance number where we dress up as gingerbread people, and we have to do like a little dance. And I remember the dance is horrible. It's humiliating. It's on my YouTube channel. I can send you a link if you ask for it. You can
Will
see
you send me the link?
later. We had to do this little dance, and I remember just being like, you know what? I'm going to own this. I'm going to put my all. I'm going to do the face that they want me to do and static and stuff like that. I'm going to freaking be a gingerbread man. And I remember I came out, and I could see the audience for the first time all night, and there was my brother and my dad in the front row, and I could see their faces. They went, I could see my dad mouthing, no, no, no. And then he does this, no. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to own this. I had a few of my high school friends in the audience, and they texted me afterwards. Like, you are brave as hell. And I was like, I am brave. Thank you.
That's so backhanded.
Our troops have nothing on me.
You know, it's the image of you as a YouTuber and musician. It's becoming clearer by the moment. You know that. You know, I wish that I could laugh and rib you, but that's ostensibly heartwarming. I can't be mad at that.
You know, it takes real guts to go overseas and kill minorities. It also takes real guts to dress up like a gingerbread man.
You know, I'm not
True.
I'm not touching that one. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna let that lie.
The United States military hasn't done anything remotely useful since World War II. Next question.
You heard it here first, folks.
Are you guys still signed with I Surrender Records?
Yes.
Okay.
I like them.
Yeah. Are they good?
They give me money. And I get to do cool things with that money, like make music videos and pay artists and travel the country and make things. And they're also really cool and real fun. Yeah, I like I Surrender.
The reason I ask is like it's a common thing to hear about horror stories about record labels like pushing their artists too hard and being super limiting, just railroading their everything. So I was curious about how they compared.
I have had to ask them, please be meaner. Please have me do things and like give me consequences if I don't do them. Because if you don't do that, I'm not going to do jack shit. I need you to treat me like a child and give me assignments and I will do them. You guys are the pros on how to release an album. I just have these songs. What do I do with them? They're like, okay, can you please draw us up a script and some concept art and a few things of what you're thinking? We can send it over to our merch people. And I'm like, when do you need this? Like, whenever. I say, no, give me a date. Be meaner. Be like Warner Bros. Or Sony or someone like that, you know? Like, do it.
Hurt me, daddy.
Hurt me. We call them record label daddy and stuff like that. They're great. I wish you guys could see this outfit.
It's pretty
Where
sick.
do you work?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Come on down.
Steaks are way overpriced.
Yeah.
They're not worth it. Go to Chandler's. Chandler's is so much better.
That was our new editor. He got brought on the team today.
Needs a better place to work. Ruth Chris is
delicious.
yeah, my record label is really great. They've let me do whatever the hell I wanted. I could be like, hey, I'm going to do like the 7-minute solo. And they're like, do you think people want to listen to a 7-minute solo? And I'm like, you're right. And they're like, no, if you want to include the 7-minute solo, you can. We're just like, we're the professionals and we know what we're talking about, you know? And I'm like, no, you sold me. I did, you know. They're good at giving me suggestions and being like, do you need to say the N-word in that song? I don't say the N-word in any songs. That's just an example.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't say the N-word in any songs.
He doesn't say the N-word in any songs.
I haven't said the N-word in any songs. No, I'm not going to listen to whatever you have to say. I don't trust you. They're pretty good about giving me suggestions, and 90% of them I wholeheartedly agree with. And the 10% of stuff they just let me do anyway. You know, they haven't forced anything upon me except love and appreciation and the freedom to do whatever I'd like. It just helps if you're with the team of people who value the same things that you do.
That's actually really great.
Yeah. It also just helps that they're smaller too. They have time to call you on the phone, wish you happy birthday, send you gifts. They're
Aw.
good.
Do they actually do that?
Yeah, they sent me like a huge shit. I was supposed to drive out to one of my studios to do demos and stuff like that. And I go outside and there's like this huge box. I mean, it's a chunker. It's a chonker box. Huge. And I pick it up and I'm like, this is a dense motherfucker. Oh my God. And it's like, it's from I Surrender. And I'm like, shit, what did they do? I open it up and there's like 9 boxes of cereal. all kinds of cereal. And I text them, I'm like, what the hell is this? And they say, do you remember that one passing comment you made 3 months ago where you said you like cereal? I was like, yeah. They're like, here you go. And I was like, that's so cool. Thank you.
That's actually dope.
Yeah,
Holy
they
shit.
pay attention and they're very thoughtful. I have nothing but good things to say about I Surrender Records. I Surrender Records is great. And you should surrender your money to them. Please. That's the only way I get paid too.
Boo. Boo.
You know, I was watching an Australian cooking show this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they were essentially making meringue. Okay.
Yeah.
But the weird thing was they were in front of a live audience, and as they were just making this meringue, you know, just the plain faces, just the crowd was losing their fucking minds. You'd think like they were witnessing like a gold medal Olympic performance. They're all like on their feet, they're screaming, they're cheering, and this poor guy's just making a meringue. The Australians were losing their shit and they were cheering for meringue. And I thought that was really weird because I thought that Australians only boomerang.
Taking away the mic. Oh my!
I was gonna say
God.
happy late birthday, but fuck you.
That was the worst shit I've ever heard.
No,
it was
but
such
happy
a
late
long
birthday.
walk to get there, man. Oh man.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Here I was ready to say, like, man, if you lived the way that they live in Australia, you would be cheering over a simple dessert as well. But then now I look like a fucking fool. What am I supposed to do with that? Frankly, you know? Oh man. All right, Jared, go ahead. You got anything else on there?
Yeah, I got some more stuff. So you have said before that Sorry Sarah was actually your senior high school project. Is that true?
No, Safari Running was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers. This is slander.
You absolute jackass. You garbage can.
Did you want to talk about that at all? Especially.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It was my senior project. I wrote So Far I'm Running when I was 14. I was trying to cover Sleeping Lessons by the Shins, and I just made something entirely new up using the exact same song structure and chords. And so I was like, well, why don't I just record this after 4 years later? And so I go down to Twin Falls with my friend Jordan Thornquist, who, pardon me, used to play with bands King and Queen of the Losers and Mains and Monitors. Really great guy. We go down underneath a bike shop. We set up a big curtain in the middle of this giant basement room. We set up some not cameras. You don't record music with cameras unless you're weird. Set up some microphones, and then we just record. And what you hear is what we recorded. The drums were completely synthetic, and it's definitely a demo, and it shows. But man, there was a lot of love put into it, and I got a near perfect score on my assignment. And I wish I could go back to those judges who didn't give me 100% perfect score. Be like, listen, I'm sure whatever the fucking Timmy did with his dad over a weekend building a house or something like that's cool. But did they get 750,000 streams on Spotify? Does that house pay their rent? No. Give me those extra 3 points you skimped because you didn't think that my presentation was visually stunning enough.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Yeah, we all fucking hate Jimmy.
All my homies hate Jimmy.
Jimmy's a bitch. He's a big bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know
big
him,
fat bitch.
but you know, if Nate dislikes him, then I will blindly dislike him as well
Yeah.
because I'm easily led. I'm a fucking sheep.
Yeah. I don't need to be educated at all.
I fuck sheep.
What's up?
Yeah, that was a little okay.
Is there a problem?
You shouldn't play into the stereotype. Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Your name's Amar Abdullah.
How dare you? It's goats, first of all, but second of all, I don't have a second part.
So this, I'm not sure if I have this right. This one's shaky,
Okay.
but I'm going to ask it anyways. Is it true that in CUNA you started a music festival?
I started and I ended a music festival.
CUNA Punk in the Park, right?
That is correct. Next question. When I was a kid, I believe I was 15 years old, I was playing in a punk band called Cadus. Did you ever see the new Star Wars movies?
Yes.
Terrible.
Unrelated, but terrible.
No, it actually is related. It is related. Check out my Shrek ogre shoes. My girlfriend hates these, but they're so comfy. See that little white blotch right there?
I do.
You know what that is?
Come?
It's paint.
Oh.
I was painting my grandfather's house.
Oh.
Anyway, the character Kylo Ren is based on a character from the Star Wars novels named Darth Cadus. And my band was called Cadus. And we could only get shows in bars. And that sucked because I was 15 years old and none of my friends could come see me suck at bass. So I had this idea. Why don't me and a couple friends, we'd get in the CUNA Park and we put on a little show. And like 30 people will show up and it'll be fun. And so I drew up some posters. I printed them. I threw them around town. I created like a Facebook event. I was going the whole 9 yards. The whole kit and caboodle. And then the local church, I wish I could make this up. I'm not fucking with you. The local church put out a post on all the community Facebook pages saying, attention, all true believers in CUNA. Be bold in your belief, for the enemy is not shy about their grievances or whatever the hell. And she just covers it in Bible verses. And she's like, this is darkness seeping into our community. If you see this poster and you look at the cupcake, you'll see that he did an icing pentagram, which is the sign of the devil. There's also an anarchy sign. And we had a picture of Shia LaBeouf doing the do it thing. And she was like, if you see this man gesturing to his genitals, we had a picture of like a kitten in space fighting an alien monster thing. And the local sheriff was like, you can't do this because this alludes to hallucinogenic drugs. It's like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah, basically the promotional materials got us into a lot of trouble. But the nice thing is, if a dumbass gets angry at you and they're so blatantly wrong in their dumbassery, people get emboldened to come up and defend you because they want a slice of that retribution pie. So we went from expecting 30 people to like 800 people coming to the stupid event in CUNA Park just to stick it to the stupid church. We had picket signs outside, and I don't think you've really made it until you have a local church picket your event. And so it was really cool. I got to be the guy with the megaphone and like the clipboard. And I was like, yeah, I'm 15 years old walking up to these baby boomers. It's like, yeah, you guys need to stand over there or else this man will arrest you for trespassing. And the cool thing was, as soon as the thing blew up, we realized, oh my God, this could be fun. So I took one of the designs that they were really angry about and I turned it into a t-shirt. And then we sold the t-shirts. I mean, they sold the fuck out. And we donated all of the money to a local health charity in their name, local mental health charity. I would have done Planned Parenthood if I did it again. I'm like, hey, we're funding abortions in your name. Yeehaw. Planned Parenthood does a lot more than abortions. Please don't feed that horrible stereotype. They're actually a very essential health service that we really depend on. Please don't cut funding. Thank you. Yeah. And we did it again. It was very exciting. We got some bigger bands the second year. Bands like The Frights, Honey, who are really big right now, and King Shelter, who are personal favorites, along with like a bunch of other local groups, who are thriving right now. It's very exciting. So yeah, it was a time, but then I realized, well, this cost me like $2,500 to put on every year. And I don't make any cash doing this. This is not sustainable in the slightest. I should probably quit doing this and do more reasonable shows instead. I'd like to do one more before I die. So I probably need to get on top of that next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have that canon going. That one little offhanded reference that's still consistent. That's the trick to good comedy. You say something stupid 5 hours ago and you stick with it. I'm going to die in 2023.
That's a problem. I can't remember what I did 5 hours ago. Ever. My memory is limited
see a
to
doctor.
5 hours. I don't know how I got here.
Yeah, I did a music festival in Kuna when I was 15, 16 years old. We got picketed by the local church. It blew up a little bit. It was kind of fun. Yeah, a good time.
I mean, sounds like it. Jared, I'd like to go on record as saying Nate has just corroborated what I said about 1 + 1 = 2. So, I'm bringing it back. I said it like 12 episodes ago, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. And eventually,
this for 12 episodes?
no.
Is this your show off the record?
Yeah, this is off the record. Speaking of which, today we're going to be listening to Donda, the new Kanye West shit. Personally, I thought it had 2 or 3 songs.
Are we listening to the same record? Because I thought that was the best release of 2021.
Yeah, 2 or 3 songs. Total was how many it had.
I liked it. Come to Life is one of the best Kanye songs. I think that piano is beautiful. I think when the album's good, it's really, 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 really good. What's the next question?
I have taken care of pretty much everything I wanted to on my dossier. Amar, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah,
I'm sure you're burning with hepatitis.
Burning with hepatitis. No.
B or C?
A new form, a new strain.
Spicy. You've been coughing in people's faces and French kissing them in Wuhan recently?
Yeah. Have you heard of a little something called coronavirus? Well, I introduced corona to virus. So
you're going to get sued.
Yeah.
By a lot of people.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of locked into litigation right now, so I really can't speak with too much detail about what's been going on. But suffice it to say, I'm very heavy in debt, and every lawyer that I've hired will no longer take my case. And
are you the guy whose lawyer shot himself the other week?
That was.
I'm a big fan.
Thanks. Yeah, I worked really hard on that. Probably my best work ever. Yeah, so we're coming up on sort of.
He did it in front of his kids and everything.
Yeah,
he was fucked up.
Oh yeah,
you really fucked him up.
Yeah, well, when
his kids are going to carry that trauma for the rest of their lives.
Oh yeah, when you make a man take on a multi-billion-dollar case about inventing coronavirus only to make him do it pro bono, that'll drive any man to insanity.
You should countersue. I don't know why.
Can I do that?
I mean, you can countersue over anything.
Yeah. It's like counterspell. It's like counterspell. You're
not getting your microphone back.
Yeah, sorry.
This is my mic now. Thank you for your contributions. This is my house.
Yeah.
$70 down the drain.
We run something of a socialist podcast here, so. Bad joke, bad for you.
You know the guy who killed Hamilton, right?
Yeah, Aaron Burr. Are you related?
No. We checked.
Can we check? Can we get the ancestry details on that?
It's like the Mormon Church who funds that. I don't want to give them my money.
Yeah, no, never mind. Just like spit in a cup and we'll take it to a doctor or something. I'm sure that'll do the trick.
They'll also be like, there's an alarming amount of Mountain Dew in this.
Yeah. Did you drink perchance 2 Mountain Dews? Baja Punch and Baja Flash?
They were pretty good. They were offered to me. I was on my way here and I was like, I'm pretty damn thirsty. I'm going to ask for some water. And their nice studio room probably has like overhead monitors, and we're all going to have our own set of headphones and our own dedicated microphones. So we're not passing these mics around.
No.
Probably like a nice window view, long table, some guy with a Mac just watching over everything, making sure it all sounds good. And he's going, wait, you're peaking, buddy. Let's turn that down. Just ensuring that everything is running smoothly.
No, nothing like that.
It's there if you imagine it.
Yeah. Dress, it manifests things into being, right? Like,
you guys didn't manifest very hard, apparently.
No, not in the slightest. Yeah.
Fucking shit out another mic.
Is this where they come from?
Yeah. The robots that you mentioned earlier,
I feel bad for the Amazon shitter. Poor guy.
The Amazon shitter.
Probably doesn't even make that much money.
That's a thing. There was like a whole fucking controversy about Amazon employees on the line shitting in boxes because they didn't have time to go to the bathroom.
I am currently employed at Amazon.
Have you had to shit in a box yet?
No.
Think you're gonna try it after this?
Well, here's the thing. I work at Amazon on what they call flex schedule.
Sure.
The thing is, YouTube is great and all, but it's not the most reliable income. So let's just say I'm like $300 or $400 short for like food or something like that.
Yeah.
I can open up my phone and be like, hey, Amazon, I want to do a 10-hour shift today. Can I come in like an hour? And they're like, yeah, it's kind of like Uber. I want to work 3 hours this day. I want to work 6 hours this day. Amazon will be like, hey, we're a little bit short-handed. Could you come in? We'll give you a $5 per hour bonus. I'll be like, yeah, you don't get like health insurance or anything, obviously. But
yeah, but I mean,
it's cool that I get to work whenever I want.
Yeah.
I'll give Amazon that.
And you're not long for this world anyway, if the bid is to be believed. I mean,
absolutely. I have like a couple more months left.
Yeah, so what do you need fucking insurance for?
Yeah, it's fine. You know, I have life insurance for sure, you know. But basically the things you see in that place are spooky. Did you ever see like those Amazon booths? Like they're essentially cry boxes on the warehouse floors.
Oh yeah.
They are soundproofed like telephone booths. And you go in there and they guide you through meditation for 5 minutes. This is not made up.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it online.
No, I've seen it in real life.
That's insane. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I remember basically they give you these like goals. We want you to put this many items into this many boxes in this period of time. And normally they're absurd. I'm not going to hit those. So why do I even try? But the thing is, I was wondering like one day, what would happen if I went like a whole week and I just crushed their expectations? Is there like a cash bonus? Is someone going to come around and pat me on the back? I spent a week. I sweated my ass off. I worked so goddamn hard for these people. And you know what they did? Nothing. I made the exact same amount of money as when I was being lazy and pretending to poop every hour. You just go to the bathroom, you sit on the toilet, you check your phone. It's been 7 minutes. I'll go out. And then you resume your work. And I remember this one guy came by my little work area. You know, he's like a little support dude, fixes problems. And he was like, dang, dude, your numbers are great. And I was like, thank you. And he said, I haven't done numbers like those in like a year. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm kind of disabled now. I was like, what?
Okay.
Well, he gave me the story and it's even more fucked up.
Please regale us.
So he got his girlfriend pregnant his senior year of high school. And since she's religious, they had to keep it. So now this poor guy has to cancel all of his college plans, all of his hopes for a career and whatever the hell he wanted to do, and work full-time at Amazon because they were the only people in town who were paying that amount of money and also providing insurance and stuff like that. Yippee. And the thing is, he's working his ass off to provide for his new wife and child, you know. And so they announce, hey, we're going to do a little contest. Whoever gets the best numbers wins a prize. He's like, shit. Maybe I could use this to pay off a good chunk of my debt. Maybe I could surprise my wife with our first night out in ages or something like that and not feel guilty. So he worked and he worked and he worked to the very brim. He was taking overtime. He was working like 60 hours a week, just pushing his body to the physical limits. And I mean, when you're hauling around like cat food and shit like that, leaning, bending, throwing, tossing, 60 hours a week, he won. He came in first place and he was beaming with pride.
Oh no, dude.
And he got a little notification on screen saying, hey buddy, this is your manager. Come down, we're going to give you your prize. Like, hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no.
pumped. So he goes down there. There's like all the buildings managers and stuff like that. And they're like, dude, you're doing great work out here. Congratulations on winning. If you'll follow us, please. They take him to the front of the building. And then they take a little tin pie can and a can of Ready Whip. They fill the pie can up with whipped cream. They hand it to him and they say, you get to pick any manager you want. You get to pie them in the face and we will film it and put it on YouTube. This is your prize. And he wanted to cry.
I'll just take the $50, please. I'll take the $10 you spent on the tin and the Ready Whip, man. Jeez.
So not only did he not get a cash prize for bringing in extra profits for this corporation, they filmed it and they put it on YouTube publicly to shame him, essentially. And then he goes home, and then literally that night, he wakes up and he can't move. His back just cracked on him. He had to go to the emergency room. He wasn't able to work for like 6 days. And then he went back to Amazon and he was like, listen, I am physically fucked up right now. I'm terrified. I don't know what I'm going to do to work. Is there like workers' comp or something like that? So he goes to HR and HR is like, you can't prove that Amazon caused your emergency room visit. So we can't give you anything, but we can recommend some nice physical rehabilitation people who give us money to recommend them to our employees. We can also change your position to something a little bit less physically demanding. You can go into tech support and crawl around the space and, fix computers. And so
that is the most disturbing shit I've ever heard.
Amazon is horrifying. This just happened to me in Nampa.
Yeah.
After like 2 months of working there.
Dude, I don't even know where to go from there. That's kind of a showstopper.
Fucking ridiculous.
By God.
Oh my God. And so fuck Amazon. First off, with my position, I'm a picker. So when you order something from Amazon, I'm the guy who pulls it from the inventory, puts it in a box, and then the all-powerful computer machine keeps track. Okay, Nate put this object in this box. We're going to send that box to this person. They're going to package it. It's terrifying. Kind of interesting machine learning, though. I'm fascinated with the technology. Just fuck Amazon.
Yeah, I wish it was in the hands of somebody better.
Yeah, like Elon Musk. I'm kidding. Fuck that guy, too.
Who?
Basically, my position is very sensitive.
Sure.
This is what everything is leading up to. The shipping, they unload everything. You got to put everything into inventory. The machine keeps track of where it is in inventory. It all comes down to me. I can make or break all that. I had one of my managers tell me every mistake I make costs the company $800 in manpower to fix.
You could ruin their day. Like,
oh no,
so
absolutely not.
easily.
I will not make a drop in a drop in a drop in a drop of a bucket of a bucket of a bucket with a hole in it.
By God, it's heartbreaking.
But
I mean, you could ruin the day of maybe the specific people at that place.
oh yeah, absolutely. So I kind of have this thing where I'm like, I'm going to neutralize every purchase I've ever made on Amazon by doing this. So every shift, I have to make at least one mistake. And I've gotten really good at making them discreet. I'm really good at making it look like a genuine accident. Someone orders a dildo.
Sure.
I put it in box 3 instead of box 1. Uh-oh. My bad. So now there's like 150,000 boxes. They don't know where the fuck this dildo is. And Bessie is paying for overnight shipping. She needs this dildo now. Fuck, where is it? God damn it. So now we have to have someone search for this fucking dildo out of these 150,000 boxes floating around at any point in time. And then we also need to apologize to Bessie. We've destroyed our brand image in her head. God damn it. So we're going to send you a $5 receipt. We need to pay all these people hourly to fix this stupid problem and find this goddamn dildo. Nate, how could you let this happen? I'm sorry. I just thought I threw it in that box.
You're a goddamn evil genius. You're a scientist when it comes to wasting Amazon's time.
So essentially, I've done the math. I have neutralized every penny I've ever given to Amazon and then some. I have like a surplus now, so I'm able to reach out to family and be like, hey, if you want to buy something from Amazon, I got you covered. Like, I will pay for it. I mean, I'm not going to give you money. I'm just going to take away what money you're giving Amazon. So you can shop here guilt free. You know, we have like a system now. So I'm like, hey, Paisley, you're allowed. Hey, mom, shop at Amazon. Hey, dad, you're going to shop at Amazon anyway. You know?
My God. I'm just hoping there's more people like you out there so that I can feel less guilty anytime I have to buy something from them.
When I quit at Amazon, I want to make a video and just teach people. I'm going to do an Amazon survival guide.
Sure.
And teach people these shitty little tricks that you can do to really fuck with Mr. Bezos, even though he's not CEO anymore.
Yeah, well, still, it's his brainchild. Worth fucking with him.
Yeah, whatever I can do to fuck him without fucking him, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, nasty, bald, slithery, slimy cunt. I hate that guy. Anyway, that is kind of a showstopper of a story we just heard. I think we can wrap there, yeah?
Yeah, actually, real quick, neighbor, if you have any promos you want to do, if you want to do any shout outs, anything at all, the floor is yours, and then we'll end it out.
Cool. Okay, it's Childish Gambino. Homegirl, drop it like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like there's coke on my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love pussy, I love bitches, dude. I should be running PETA in Adidas with some short shorts. B.O. all over me, my green is where it's supposed to be. Yo, green is in my groceries. This Asian dude fucked his girl. Now she got that Koji beef. My dick is like an accent mark. It's all about these over E's. Good shit.
That was fucking incredible.
Yeah, subscribe to Scooter Abraham.
Yeah,
That's all I
Scooter
got.
Abraham. Yeah, we've come full fucking circle. Well,
enjoy my content before I die in 2 years.
yeah, the goddamn clock is ticking. So get out there and watch Nate's channel so that when he dies, you can say that you were a fan.
Yeah, Nateislame on YouTube and Raccoon Tour on Spotify, Apple Music, fucking all over the place.
My roommate
It was in your,
uses
like,
Apple Music.
It was like in your fucking Linktree thing for your all your band's links.
I just do that because I'm contractually obligated to, but like nobody uses Apple Music except for hipsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
believe me, I make fun of my roommate on the regular for using Apple Music because it doesn't make sense to me, man. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to the No Experience podcast. We, as always, love to have you. You can follow us on Facebook at the No Experience Podcast. You can follow us on. He's out. He's heading out.
Goodbye, Nate.
You can follow us on Facebook at the No Experience Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at the Dong and Man. You can follow us on TikTok at Brick Road. And stay beautiful, people. We love having the viewers. We're super excited to have had Nate on the podcast. Nate, any parting words? That's interesting. Yeah, stay beautiful, people.
Bye-bye.